Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Haley J here. For those of you who are new, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you will never miss another upload from me. So I'm gonna start off by rubbing some witch hazel on her face. I place it on a cotton pad and just removing any excess oils or dirt that may be on her skin so we can start off with a nice fresh base. And my girl was going to be out in the sun, so I made sure I put her on some calamine lotion to really absorb any oils or sweat that may come through and kind of help with that process in the long wear of the makeup throughout the day. When applying this calamine lotion, you want to make sure that it's really blending in, because if it's a little bit too thick on the skin, you'll be able to see it through the foundation. So you want to make sure it's nice and blended. So for a foundation, I'm using the NARS Radiant Longwear in New Caledonia, and then I'm going in with the Too Faced foundation in Butter Pecan. I went a little bit too dark with the foundation, so I just added a little bit more of that Butter Pecan to lighten up the shade and match her complexion. She's gotten a tan, obviously it's summertime, so I had to kind of tweak her foundation. But I'm just applying this with a small brush and shaping out the top of her brows. So now I'm taking the Real Techniques setting brush and just blending that foundation in. I've been loving using this brush to just blend foundation and apply concealer. It's just so flawless. And if need be, like, I go over it with a Instapop face brush and just make sure everything is nice and seamless. So for concealer, I'm using the Tan Deep Honey in the Tarte Shape Tape, applying that underneath her eyes, the top of her lip, some on her chin, her forehead, the bridge of her nose. So I'm gonna allow that to kind of sit. I use this brush to kind of start the blending process, but also make sure I get nice placement and let that sit for a while. So while I'm allowing that concealer to dry and get a fuller coverage, I'm going to go ahead and conceal her eyebrows. So now that I see that concealer is drying down, I'm going to take one of my beauty sponges and just press in that concealer and make sure I don't see any harsh lines, and make sure that it is meshing with the rest of the face and the foundation. So you always want to have your clients look up when blending underneath the eyes to just help with the creasing process. Of course, it's going to crease under their eyes and makeup is going to crease, but you don't want them to really start off with so much creasing. So I'm going to press that concealer in, and after that I'm going to go in with my RCMA No Color Powder impress that into her skin while she's looking up as well, so I can get in those creases and make sure that area is set and is nice and matte before she looks down. So now it is time to bronze the face. I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Island Teen, placing that in the hollows of her cheeks, a little bit on her forehead and the sides of her nose. For natural glams, I like to bronze more than contour. She likes a soft contour. She wants that mention, but she doesn't want it to be too harsh, and I've been loving this look, so I like to just get a bronzer that's nice and warm but not too much darker than her skin tone. So now I am just blending out that concealer that is on her lid and prep it for eyeshadow. And I'm taking just a small detail brush, I believe this is a Morphe E64, and pressing that bronzer on the sides of her nose to mattify the area and make sure that it is nice and sculpted. For blush, I'm going into the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, and I'm taking that pink shade and that orange shade and just blending that in to the bronzer, placing that on top and just making sure that both of the products are meshing on the skin. And for the bottom half of her face, I did go in with some of that RCMA powder on this fluffy brush just to mattify the bottom half of her face before I went in with some face powder. And the face powder I like to use on her is, I think since she's tanned, I used the dark in the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. So I just applied that on the bottom half of her face and dusted that on the rest of her face. For eyeshadow, I'm going back into that Juvia's Place palette and using that the light brown shade, and this is a e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I literally just pressing this on her lid. And I felt like I wanted it to be just a little bit deeper, so I went in with the dark brown shade and applied a little bit of that on her lid as well. For liner, this is the Morphe lip liner in Date Night, and I'm just applying this, you know, as you would regular lip liner. And for her liquid lipstick, I went in with the Infallible liquid lipstick in Sweet Tooth. Like, this is just the perfect nude. The perfect nude. The perfect nude. And I'm just taking a small detail brush and blending this in, and as you see, I'm kind of like blending outward, so I'm kind of pushing the liquid lipstick out into the liner instead of the liner into the liquid lipstick, because I wanted it to be a little bit more peachy, because the liner is very like a dark plum and that's not really what I wanted, so I wanted the pink to kind of take over. And for gloss, I'm using the Ulta Jelly Gloss in Popsicle. I went ahead and did her liner. This is the Inglot Gel Liner in 77. And I'm just applying that on top of her lid, and I also did that in her waterline as well. And while I am letting the glue dry on her lid, I'm going to go ahead and apply the lip gloss. I was waiting for the liquid lipstick to really dry down before I applied the gloss. Went ahead and applied her lashes, y'all, and this is the final look. My girl looks so gorgeous. I set her with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray and also with the Urban Decay All Nighter. She loves a good highlight, so I had to make sure that I highlighted her. I went in with the Morphe Totally Tan palette and just mixed both of those highlighter shades together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave me some down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe.